Hi, I'm Eman and I am here to give you a short presentation of what is Achieve 3000. Achieve 3000 is a program which develops literacy skills in all levels of proficiency, from kinder until grade 12. And it is the leader in online differentiated instructions and the only patented and cloud-based solution to literacy. It offers different programs from different levels. For kinder until grade 2, we have the Smarty Ants program, and it's used for foundational literacy. We have the Kid Biz Access for grades 3 to 5, Teen Biz Access for grades 6 to 8, and Empower Access for grades 9 until 12, and also for professional levels. Achieve 3000 uses Lexile Framework of Reading, which is an international standard of measuring reading ability and text readability. Now, we go on to inside the program. Let's first check our student edition. The student edition is the account in which the students uses to get into Achieve 3000. Now, if the student is trying to open his account for the first time, he will automatically be directed on the assessment first. So the assessment composed of two components. The continuous formative assessment that is embedded in the student's literacy routine and provides diagnostic information about student performance on standards. And we also have the summative assessment, which they will have on the first try, which the summative assessment, which not only establishes the initial baseline Lexile level, but allows the progress of monitoring of Lexile and monitoring over time. This test is called the level set, in which we offer 3 times a year: the pre-test, the interim test, and the post-test. The pre-test is the test that is given on the first try or at the beginning of the school year. An interim test can be given at the middle of the year and is usually used for beginner readers for them to change their Lexile. We also have the post-test that is given to assess the students' reading skills at the end of the year. Now, the level set has different features. The level set is an online assessment of international informative text and was developed with Metametrics, the makers of Lexile Framework of Reading, and it provides quantitative measure of a student's ability to comprehend informational text, and provides a forecast and report on high-stakes tests and college and career readiness. Now, the level set has 11 leveled version of assessment. The items are closed passages or fill in the blanks type, and it will take about 30 to 40 minutes for them to finish for about 30 to 40 questions. And then the students are placed in the most appropriate level of test based on the information on the system. The pre-test placement is also differentiated for some students. If the assessment stops for any reason, the students will start where he or she left off. Now, after the student is done with the level set, he will now be directed to the home page. Now, the home page is engaging and motivating as well, as it was updated last July 2017, having a Spotify look. The student can now change their avatar after doing the level set and choose from various options available for them. Then, after the level set, the student will be able to know his Lexile by going into the Career Center. The student will choose a career that he wants to get and check whether his current Lexile matches the Lexile of the career he wants to the future. There is also a brief information about the career he or she picked. This makes sense of the Lexile scores within a real-world context. One of the many features of Achieve 3000 is the mailbox. The mailbox is a closed and secure email community that will make students feel like they're having a real email. The mailbox, the teacher can configure the email restrictions for the mailbox, and the students can email each other but cannot email others outside of the program. Now, aside from the mailbox, we can check the homepage for the lessons. The lesson carousel gives the students an overview of what articles the student can read or he can go to. We can check on my lessons to see the list of the articles that is available for reading, or they can use the search button for the students to search for the right topic of his own interest, such as science, arts, history, etc., etc. Now let's try to check a student lesson. Achieve 3000 uses a proven effective 5-step literacy routine to improve students' reading ability. And the first step is the before reading poll. Now, the before reading poll is a step where the background knowledge of the students is elicited to inspire discussion and debate. They can also choose whether to agree or disagree on a given question and provide his own reason. There are several tools that can help the students to answer the poll. One is the sentence frames, which a guide to students in constructing their responses. And the speech to text option, which helps the students improve their speaking skills at the same time, making them to answer the poll without typing. Next is to read the article. The articles available are in Achieve 3000 are all nonfiction. The length and the complexity of the articles and vocabularies varies within the student lexile. This is where the 12 levels of difficulty comes in. Using the same article, a student with a higher lexile has longer articles and difficult vocabularies, while a student with a lower lexile has shorter articles and easier vocabularies. They do have the same articles but different difficulty depending on their ability or lexile level. There are also different types of lessons such as news, strategic lessons, weekend articles, and just for me. Now, every article has a stretch version that can be used for the whole class instruction. And we also have a highlighter. The highlighter can be used to highlight important information and can be used when answering the next step, which will be, we'll get into that later. Now, we also have a reading connection for every paragraph of the articles, and we have summarizing, which the student can use to get the main idea of the paragraph. The generating questions, what the possible questions that can be asked which can pursue research, they can ask it here. And setting the purpose, citing evidences that can be that from the article to be used for the thought question. We also, the student also have a vocabulary support, which provides definition and proper pronunciation of the word encountered in the article, and an audio support to guide the proper pronunciation from the native speakers. Now, after reading the article, the next step is to do the activity. The activity serves as an comprehension check or formative assessment for the students. The students can refer back to the article to cite evidences that could help them answer the activity. There are a total of 8 questions that also varies from the student to student depending on their lexile. The goal is to have at least to get at least 75% activity score on the first try. This is the criteria in which the student lexile adjusts to increase or decrease their lexile. Now, 2 points is for every correct answer in the first try and 1 point for correct answer on the second try. Students can also get bonus points for passing score in the activity for the first try. 20 bonus points for a perfect score, 15 if they get 88%, and 10 for a 75% score. Now, after doing the activity, the student must answer now the next step, which is the after reading poll. The after reading poll has the same question as in the before reading poll, and it encourages student to reevaluate his opinion on the new information he or she gained from reading the article. Although this time they are encouraged to cite evidences to support their opinions, and their answer are then posted in the comment box. The comment box encourages students to justify his thoughts or opinions, as well as other students to critique a classmate's thoughts or opinions. A teacher has the authority to remove displeasing from the comment box. And lastly, the fifth step is to answer the thought question. This is the student's output part, which the teachers can evaluate. There are guides for students on how they can answer the question, like the include in your answer option, which a guide on how to come up with the output, and based from the information available, what can be included varies in the lexile level of the student. There is also paragraph frames, which guides the student in constructing paragraphs and helps a lot, especially for non-conversant students. There are also other activities that students can do on a lesson. They can check poll results to see the worldwide opinions on the before and after reading poll. They can also try a math problem included in the lesson, or try to read the stretch article and answer the stretch activity for the students who wants more challenge. Now let's go to my lessons. Now, going back to the homepage, the student can monitor his lesson progress and activity scores and thought question grades. They can see it with their points, their badges, and the number of activities with 75% score. Now, the comments of the teacher in the thought question can also be known via their email. That's it. Now that we're done with the student's edition or the student account, let's now try what it looks like to being a teacher in Achieve 3000. And let's go to teacher edition. Now, Achieve 3000 provides instructional support to teachers for lesson implementation and integration in the teacher's edition. One is the key insight, which gives the teacher an overview on how her class is doing on the program. There is also an Ask Achieve 3000 option, which is the quickest way of getting an answer for a teacher in Achieve 3000. And we also have the tour button, a step-by-step tutorial, especially this is for beginners. Now, there is also a lesson carousel in where the assigned lessons for the day can be seen in the home page. The teacher edition has also the 5-step literacy routine and stretch activities, but with support resources. There is a teacher recommendation that gives the teacher a summary on what is the lesson is about and serve as a guide for teachers on how can she integrate the lesson to her classroom. Now, there is also the teacher materials, the answer keys for the activities, and a graphic organizer to help the teachers on implementing this on the classroom, and the curriculum key that gives all the information a teacher needed for classroom integration. Achieve 3000 also provides the teacher customization on scheduling and assigning her desired lessons. The teacher can assign lessons in the calendar and get available lessons through the advanced search option. And it easily add lessons by dragging it in the calendar, and remove lessons by clicking on the date and clicking remove. Achieve 3000 also provides teacher an easy monitoring and evaluation. In the admin settings, the teacher can edit class and student information or add and remove users. They can also print a class list. Now, there are also reports that can help the teachers, on how they can monitor their students properly. All the reports are just one click away. We have the student work that can check students' points and achievements. It is the most updated report. The usage report is the summary of students' program usage. It tells us how much time they spent using the program. We also have the performance report that checks students' lexile, activities, standards, and reading skills, and assessment tools that provides report on how they did on the level set concerns. On the level set, or some concerns on the level set. There are also a home communication option tab that that shows a parent letter guide on how the students are progressing with the program. And the grade is where the teacher can give grades, points, badges, and comments to the students' output in the thought question. And that's it for the teacher edition. There is also two additional edition in Achieve 3000, which is the Home Edition and the Leadership Edition. The Home Edition is the account for the parents to check their child's progress, and the Leadership Edition is for the administration. It is the Leadership Edition has a overview of how the teachers and students are doing with the program. Achieve 3000 is the complete package for learning literacy and increasing reading ability of anyone, anywhere, and anytime, because it also have, aside from an online program, it also have an application that is ready for Android and iOS phone and can be used offline. And here in the Philippines, what we do is we have a national competition on Achieve 3000. We call it the Battle of the Articles, in which the students are to read a certain number of articles from Achieve 3000, and then they will battle against each other. The questions will be from these articles, and they will compete on a nationwide level. And we also have the required reading list that is given on every SEM, which gives the student an idea on what he or she needs to read for the certain semester, for their certain grade level. And that's it. I think that is all, and thank you very much for your time. Again, this is Eman signing out for Achieve 3000 Philippines. Thank you and goodbye.